Hey you guys, welcome to another episode of Badboydolls BBD. So in today's video, I need to show you a doll that I've had for so long. She was supposed to be in last year's Advent Calendar, I think like day number 5, but she's gonna be in this year's because today I'm gonna be showing y'all Daisy. Daisy is the Truly Me doll that came inside of the ballerina or the sparkling ballerina playset. Maybe like 2-3 years ago, I don't know exactly, but she came with this outfit and I wanted her specifically for that outfit, but I ended up getting the doll separately from the outfit, so whatever. I knew I wanted this doll though to be my like Asian doll of choice. I just think she's so pretty. I also have Corinne, but like I don't know, to me this doll is just such a really beautiful doll and I really wanted her, so I ended up getting her. And this is actually the first time I can say that I washed one of my dolls' hair like straight out the box, and it just started a movement with me because after this I think I just started washing most of them unless I got them straight from the store, because her hair was a ratty mess, like ratty mess. Like I don't know what they were doing with her at home. I don't know who was playing with her before. I don't know what their choice of action was, but it was just a mess. Like, and I'm not here to rat on nobody, but I should say though, I got her on Mercari. Y'all know whenever I get something from Mercari, it's always a mess. So I guess it's to be expected. But whoever was playing with her before was dragging her through the mud. Have y'all seen that little doll from TikTok that had the dreads? She pretty much was that, but like nicer, slightly. Because I don't know if you can see. This is like a really long time ago, so I'll definitely say my camera quality or my video skills weren't the best. But I think this all goes in with the story that I'm trying to tell here at Badboydolls. You know, I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to do more and, you know, become better at what I do. But when I first got her and when I was first recording it, it was just a hot flaming mess, like worse than hot Cheetos. Like it was bad. But as you can see, I sat down with a little patience, some kindness, some pixie dust as well. I was able to get her hair to being almost manageable. And then after that, you know, this is me just kind of showing you how I separated it and was just pretty much brushing it out section by section by section. It took me about 2 hours to brush her hair out completely. Yes, I remember that to the T. It took me about 2 hours. And I also had to go through certain parts and just like take out knots. And it was a mess. These were the pictures I wanted to show you of how it looked like originally when I first, like, you know, when I was looking at it online. That's how bad it was pretty much. So it was a thing, and I lost that much hair. Did you see it? That was insane. But here we are. I'm just brushing her because I finally got all the knots, all the tangles and everything out. And I also believe I went through and I brushed it with not brushed it, I actually combed each piece like individually after, because it was bad and I just wanted her hair to be as good as possible. So this is me just going through and pretty much, you know, like combing her hair with a fine-tooth comb just to get it all to be like very organized and just lay properly. I will say this was way back in the day, before I built up the courage to start like straightening my doll's hair and curling it and stuff. Like, look at this picture again. Do you see how bad that is? Aye. But yes, so this is when I was, you know, still trying to, you know, make it work with what was given to me. And boy, oh boy, am I so happy that I picked up my curling iron and started curling, because no. All right, I live in this age of perfection now where honestly that will not be tolerated, okay? And I can assure you that currently in my collection, her hair has been curled, recurled to perfection. It sure has. Like it's like, how do I describe her now? Because back then she was this, and now she looks amazing, okay? But it took me a very long time to get her hair to be what it was. I remember even just at the end of this video, and then after, I just stared at her for such a long time. And I have a question for you guys, I guess, like that, you know, comes about when doing Daisy's hair is, how do y'all feel about like customizing your dolls? Like, is there like a waiting period for you? Do you feel like you can do it straight out the box? Do you feel like, you know, sometimes it's just like a little bit nerve-wracking? Because I think for certain dolls, not really the Mercari ones, more so fresh out the box, I'm a little bit more nervous unless I buy them with the intention of customization. And normally for me, customization does not really entail like a wig removal. I normally like to buy a doll with good hair, because I feel like if I have to buy a wig for you, that's an additional $30 that I give to some crazy company who, honestly, why? And then also, it never sits right. I have yet to see a wig that I actually, let me hold that because Plastic Killa on Instagram does a really good job of wigs. But this was my like sad attempt at her curls after, after all that brushing and curling and brushing and curling. And then I do believe that shortly after this, I used my iron to kind of just like iron everything down and get it to lay all flat and just iron. But even after that, I just still felt like it just kind of was lackluster. Like, and I sat around and looked at her hair like this for months, like for months and months and months and months. And more recently did I actually decide to myself, hey, maybe you should just, go ahead and curl it. Like, what's the point of having a doll if she's not perfect? I feel like I don't really pick up my dolls when they're not perfect. If I don't like how they look, or if I don't like who they are in general, I more than likely will not play with it. And like, what's the point of spending $50 to $60 to $100 if you're not going to play with it, So with her, I think I paid about 90. Eesh. And I did not play with her for a solid 6 months because I hated how her hair looked. Like, even after all of this, like, this was the video, and I didn't post the video because I did not like how it looked in the end. Like, I did not like it. I just did not like her. But after all of that work, I can finally say I like her today. This is what she looked like at the end of that day. And I will say it wasn't bad, but it wasn't perfect. And I have this thing about perfection now. I said in my last video, you're going to hear in every single video, honestly. I have this thing about perfection because look at that. Look at where she came from. And look at this. It's still not perfect. So, but look at her now. So this is like way, 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 way into the future, like closer to today, I guess. And so obviously now I've spent time with her. I've actually gotten to like, curl her hair and actually make her look really good. And I put her inside the glimmering gold outfit because how come we never get like an Asian winter princess? Just asking for a friend. But I don't know. With that being said, I guess this is the end of this video. So I'll see you tomorrow in the next one. Bye.